Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. Welcome in to episode number 233 of the Talking the Line podcast. You see it right up there on this absolutely beautiful Monday of bets. Now, hey, might not be the most loaded slate we have seen in the last 365 days, but I guarantee you the vibes are still going to be flowing. Nothing but positivity, nothing but good energy, nothing but great flows, great vibes, everything in between to start your week. Now, my friends, before we get into all of that, please, I need you to take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL pod on. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content. Maybe it's like down there or wherever it is. I don't know. Whoever knows where it is on the screen. Either way, make sure you hit that so you don't miss any of our additional content there on the YouTube or any live show starting. Or if you're watching on one of our additional social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there, so you never miss any of our additional social media content. Or if you are listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too if you haven't already, as we do release the audio of every podcast after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket, if you could be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so while you are watching today's show. Hey, go ahead, hit that other like button, leave us a comment, leave us a rating, jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. Hey, maybe hit that share button too. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the globe as you, but you refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket-cashing degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL pod, and we can't thank you enough when you do those things, because it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over down there to this episode's description, where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the TalkingTheLine.com website, all of the TTL Crew social platforms, and all of our additional content so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people, joining us for episode number 233 on this beautiful February the 28th, 2022. It's a leap year. It's the last day of the month. We're about to rip off a new page on the calendar. But my friends, before we can do that, we got one more show to complete. And it would not be an episode of the TTL pod without my partner here live and in prime time with me. So my friends, without further ado, enough gabbing from me. Let's get some gabbing going together. Help me welcome him on in. Get on your feet. Put your hands together for the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and folks, we cannot ever forget the TTL Crew's resident Southsider and Cheesehead faithful himself, Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner! How you doing over there today, pal?
Oh, my man. I'm doing fantastic. Fresh week, fresh faces, dude. I don't know about you, but I don't know. Excuse me. Hang on.
Hey, no problem.
Get that fixed. I am doing, it's Monday morning, dude. A little this, little of that here and there. But nonetheless, dude, wild weekend of sports, top to bottom across the board. I'm sure we'll have plenty to dive in. Weird stuff going on in the sports world that's not like groundbreaking news, but at least things that are kind of perfect for guys like you and I to talk about. As far as that NFL world, just got some MLB, not the MLB news we're waiting for, but some type of MLB news to talk about, I guess. But nonetheless, dude, how are things on your side of the screen, and how was your weekend, my friend?
Spectacular day to be alive. The rest is up to me and the choose to spread positivity, dude. You know the drill. You see me. I'm in a t-shirt over here, man. It's starting to warm up in the Windy City. I don't know what the hell's going on. Knock on wood about 1,500 times. I hope that doesn't jinx everything here. But man, oh man, all of a sudden it started warming up in the Windy City. Snow still on the ground, but I hear we're supposed to be hitting the 50s early on in the week here. So it was a little bit warmer in the old apartment than it usually is. So had to rip out the t-shirt instead of wearing the long sleeves. My weekend, man, not too shabby. It's pretty busy. Did a bunch of errands and chores and shit around the house, just getting boxes checked off. But did cash some tickets. Cashed a handful of tickets in the UFC. We'll talk about that second half of the show. Hell of a card. We had all the way up and down. 11 fights on the card. And, man, I say to you again, these fight nights, they're almost better than some of these pay-per-views, my man. I wish the main event would have been a little bit better. But, hey, Bobby Green landed 9 significant strikes on Islam Makhachev, is the most by any opponent of Makhachev in his UFC career so far. So, hey, Bobby Green did set some type of a record. Shout out to Old King, my man. His hood style works somewhere, so Shout out Bobby Green. We'll talk more about that. And then college basketball, solid as hell for me yesterday, not terrible for me on Saturday. We'll talk plenty about that too, second half of the show. But outside of that, my man, we got plenty of best bets to dish out. We got a hell of a Monday Madness parlay to talk about today, paying out over 30-1 odds, almost 40-1, and I am damn confident. I'm almost as confident in this as if it was plus 300 to 1. Nay, plus 100. Period.
Tomorrow, do you know what tomorrow starts, my friend? Another day or month in the calendar that we start to begin talking about some madness, and what better way to ring in the old madness than the old Monday Madness Parlay, no?
Would have been spectacular. Oh, well, hey, I guess if we're waking up tomorrow chanting from the mountaintops that we have cashed the Monday Madness Parlay, that is how we will ring in March Madness. Basically like finding the present underneath the Christmas tree is what you're trying to tell me, right?
Essentially, yes. And,
okay.
Bring in the madness.
Waking up on Christmas morning. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay, I get what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. All right.
Madness Eve?
Madness Eve, maybe. Yeah, who knows? Who's to say? We'll get through all of that either way, and then we'll recap all the best bets of the day. No question about it. Once we get through all of that, we'll bring in the Moneyline Dice. I might as well just get our cubicle guests that be known as them here ready to rock and roll. A little early ASMR for you. There you go. They got an NHL matchup in the sites today. Toronto Maple Leafs, Washington Capitals. We'll tell you all about that matchup when we get to that segment. And then that's usually about when the train falls off the track. So we dive into the second half of the show. RMags Sidebar. Damn it, I knew I forgot one thing. I wanted to bring some fucking DVDs to the show, and now it's too late. It's too damn late. I had it on the mind, and I knew I literally wrote it right. Movies, exclamation, DVDs, and it's all right. I got some in the head. Either way, we'll get in all of that. It's Movie Trivia Monday. That'll dive us into the banter as per usual. Latest breaking news. Outside of that, man, anything else you got on your side of the screen?
Breaking
motivation
news, dude.
minutes. Totally forgot motivation minutes.
Yeah, motivation minutes, of course. But breaking news, dude. Some MLB news, like I said, not the lockout news that we're talking about, but Mr. Number 2, Derek Jeter, stepping down as CEO of the Miami Marlins could be something worth diving into there. I don't know, but other than that, dude, I'm sure the second half will be nothing but nonsense as per usual.
Come on, dude. You know the drill. We don't even have to question that. So make sure you guys have your rabbit hole diving shorts firmly affixed. Hello, Matilda. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit of meowing and mouse in the background. But for now, my friends, it's time to kick things off unless you got anything else, good sir.
No, sir. Absolutely not.
All right. Well, item number 1, we must do this. Item number 2, we must do this. If you are listening to the show, I really hope you come on over to YouTube or your local social media watering hole and see the wonderful production value that I was just discussing, because I will not tell you what I did, but for now, it's time for RMags Best Bets of the Day. And you know the drill, the original, the OG, the forever lasting, because we're not superstitious, we're just a little stitious kickoff. To me, to you over there, good sir. To all you beautiful people sipping the black elixir of the gods, hey, take your sip. I'll be right back.
Ooh, that Monday morning coffee, dude.
Whoa! Whew! Monday morning coffee, that's good. That's good.
A little extra necessary, you know?
Yeah, you know. Were you going to close that thought, or were
it's
you
Monday
just...
morning coffee, dude. You know?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't looking over there. I didn't know if you had a closed thought or anything on top of that. Well, okay, there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
More of it.
RMags Best Bets of the Day. It's showtime. Ready to rock and roll, partner. Let them rip. Let them have it. And as per usual, you have the floor.
Alrighty, my friend. I am coming at you today with two basketball picks, one NBA, one college, both of them totals. I'll kick it off in the college basketball slate, my friends. I'm going to go to the matchup in Lubbock, Texas, Kansas State and Texas Tech. We're not getting the pistols out for the most part. You know, we might need a little help from the old boys in the stands with pistols, my friend.
You gotta stop.
Especially when I'm just blank face, just popping off the pistols. But I do personally think they're going to be doing that a little bit tonight, partner. But I don't need the old. I'm not laying the 12. I think that's going to be really sweaty. I think that number's spot on. I think it's going to be right around there. But what I really feel confident in is that we're going to see a lot of points on both sides, probably carried by Texas Tech. I'm going to the over 133.5, 133.5. And you've heard us talk about, you've heard me, you've heard Colt talk about this Texas Tech offense at home, 88 points per game at home compared to 63 on the road. They just played different basketball offensively here in Lubbock, and I think that's what we see tonight. Quick trend at the top of it instead of the end. I'll have a few at the end, but 10-7 to the over this season at home, partner. Compare that to K-State, and we've talked about them as well, both of us. They're a team that you can trust to not have a lot of drop-offs from home to road, right? Where obviously they're a little bit better at home, but not the same type of drop-off. I just talked about Texas Tech, a 17-point difference home to road. They only have a 3-point drop-off in road points per game, so not anything crazy that you need to be concerned about their offense. They're actually 7-4 to the over on the road this year, and that's non-conference and conference play. As far as schematically here, I think this K-State team in a lot of spots can slow down teams who run their offense in large part from the perimeter, but that's not quite what you see from this Texas Tech team. Whether they get it done in the paint or in the mid-range range, that's not quite K-State's defensive strengths. And on the flip side, K-State's offense, so in that last point, that's kind of why I think Texas Tech is going to carry it. I could see them getting to 75-80 easy. Whereas K-State, I'm not saying they get to this number quite again, but they've had 75-plus in 5 straight games, 3 of those coming on the road here in the Big 12, man. So I think their offense is going to be just fine today. And we see this one flying over, in my opinion. K-State over 4-0 last 4 following a straight-up loss, which we do have that situation coming. 4-0 last 4 as a road dog, and 7-2 last 9 following an ATS loss. And then you flip the script over to Texas Tech, 7-2 last 9 on Monday to the over, partner, and 7-2 last 9 at home. So in Big 12 play especially, they scorch teams offensively at home. And like I said, I think K-State's offense does enough to hold their own. So this one's not an 80-50, 80-50 we stay under somehow. I think K-State gets up over 60-65 for sure, and Texas Tech's pushing 75-80. So give me the over in this one to kick it off, over 133.5, my friend.
I like that a lot, my man. To tell you the truth, I like where your head's at. My radar for some of these totals has been really off, and if if I was going to a side in this game, I was definitely going to the Cats, my man. I love all those points with the Cats, but I definitely do think the Red Raiders show out as well. I think they're doing a little bit of that stuff that I will not be seen doing on camera because I'm not that staunch of a fan of Texas. There you go. I won't be seen doing that. Either way, I think you're on the right side. I think the over is the most valuable side. I think we're going to see a shootout here, and there you go. There you have it. RMags' first best bet of the day, my friends. He's only got 2, so you better stay locked in, partner. Let him have numero dos.
Alrighty, number 2, I told you I'm switching to the NBA. Another total in this one. I caught it at 236.5. I'm going to the over in the Spurs and Grizzlies. Looks like it's up 1.5 or so in certain spots, 237.5 in some spots, 238 in some spots. I'm all right with this one up to about 240, partner, because I think this one flies over. Essentially, both these teams, in my opinion, they've got great offenses on both sides of the ball. If you haven't been watching the Spurs, they actually have a really solid offense. But in both cases, I don't think either of these teams' defenses match up well with the other team. In large part here, this Grizzlies team, number 2 in points per game offensively. Spurs bottom 5 in points per game and field goal percentage allowed on defense. So I think this Grizzlies team, who's rolling right now offensively, especially, is going to be able to pour it in. Ja Morant himself, we saw it on. I think it was Saturday night. Yeah, Bulls Grizzlies. Ja Morant absolutely torched us. Yep. Similar defensive matchup that they're going to see against the Spurs team actually. So I think him especially, Ja is going to have a huge game again tonight. And on the other side, the Spurs really just don't have the personnel to slow down, whether it's Ja or anyone else on this team. But offensively, they're actually a top 10 point per game and field goal percent offense in the entire league, man. This offense is nothing to slouch at. They're 7-1 last 8 to the over following a straight up loss. So in spots like these where they're in a bounce back spot, it's their offense that you can count on. Defense is a different story, but that's obviously not what we're looking for here today. A few more trends, and then I'll be done. 5-1 last 6 to the over on the road for the Spurs. 8-2 last 10 versus a team with a winning record. So when they play these good teams, their offense is still just fine, but their defense is a big fat struggle bus for sure. 14-4 last 18 following 125 plus points scored in their previous game, which they did score and lose. They scored 129 and they lost to, I believe it was the Miami Heat, which actually, that Miami Heat team is actually a very good defensive team. So I think this offense is actually rolling right now. 14-4 last 18 in situations like these. And the Grizzlies themselves, 7-0 last 7 following a straight-up win. So when they're rolling on, in general, their offense has a lot of momentum and confidence. 8-2 last 10 as a favorite. And another one that I love, obviously, in this one, 5-1 last 6 on 1 day's rest, which they do have. And between these two teams, 9-4 last 13 to the over in the matchups between the Spurs and Grizzlies, last 13 matchups. So give me over 236.5. Fine with this line movement. I think this one goes up over 240 easily, partner. Give me the Spurs and Grizzlies over 236.5 to close myself out for the day, my friend.
Well, I can't give you any staunch opinions because obviously I haven't gotten involved in the NBA at all so far. But I heard you say 1 day's rest. I like the trends you gave out there. That's your spot has been all year. And then I like the matchup trends there. 9-4 ATS last 13. Tends to be college and NBA. I was just gonna say only NBA, but college and NBA. When it's an over trend between a couple of teams, it tends to be keeps on rocking and rolling down. So I like that you found that, partner. I like where your head's at. RMags' second best bet of the day coming from the NBA slate. If you didn't hear it at any point in time, you're gonna have to stick around until we recap all of those best bets of the day. But partner, anything else you got in regards to those aforementioned 2 picks, good sir?
No, sir. That's all I've got. Take it away from me, my friend.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Needed a quick sip of some high-quality H2O, but I have already flipped the screen. Have now switched the ticker, and now you know the drill. It's time for my best bets of the day, my friends. I got to flip my monitoring screens over here real quick. Uno segundo. Okay, it's that time again. The Mid-Major King has entered the chat. My friends, it is time for my 3 best bets of the day. Number 1, we're calling it the A10 Annihilator, and we are going to the UMass Minutemen against the Fordham Rams. And I'm taking the Fordham Rams -2. Honestly, this line jumped off the screen at me, boys and girls. I really think it's perfect, and I think a lot of the CBB experts that are going to get involved for the first time in a few weeks here today, or maybe we'll just say get involved heavily for the first time in a few weeks here, I think they're going to see this as an incorrect line based on the brand name of UMass, and I'm really not buying that. Stick a pin in that for just a second, and also if you've seen some line movement, it was at 2.5, now down to 2 across the market, 2.5 at open. I think that's a little bit of fake line movement to trip up those experts again as well. Oh my gosh, I lost the hook. We better get it at the key number before it goes down to 1.5. I'm simply not buying it, my friend. Now back to that brand name team of the Minutemen. I'm not buying them at all. They're 2-7 straight up, 4-4-1 against the number on the road, 5-10 straight up, 5-9-1 against the number in conference play. That's the A10 once again, for those of you that didn't know. They've only won 2 out of their last 5 overall, and they haven't covered since February the 5th of 2022. Matter of fact, in their last 7 games overall, they're 1-4-2 against the number. If you want to trust that, go right ahead, but I ain't doing it because I love where Fordham is at. They've been under the radar all year, and they are a sneaky damn good team. 8-4 straight up, 9-3 against the number on their home hardwood, 6-9 straight up, 10-5 against the number in conference play. One of the best covering records, actually I do believe the best covering record in the A10 this season. They've won 3 out of their last 5 games, a couple of those as puppy dogs, and now the market is adjusting to them. Correctly adjusting, might I add. Stick a pin in that real quick about that whole market adjusting point. I'll be right back to that. But the Rams are 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games overall. Now, market adjusting. Hey, you ain't got to wait very long to take this pin out this time, my friends. The experts out there that I've been talking about are going to look at Darius Quisenberry. He is a guard for them, shooting guard that averages 17.3 points per game. He's out this game, but wouldn't you know it, he's been out for the last 5 games, my friends, and I just told you all those stats. Fordham has been doing just fine without one of the better players on their teams. I am loving the home favorite in this spot. In this matchup, Fordham Fordham, it's kind of, sorry, hold on, let me reset here, man. Sometimes I get to looking at my stupid, I'm human, I was on a roll there. I was on a fucking roll, and sometimes I'm human, and I look down, and I look at the wrong damn page, and I forgot I gotta go up and not down. Sometimes it fucks up on this thing. Either way, another key thing. Final key thing here for me is Fordham. Hey, I'm fucking human, but I love this play, all right? Fordham, remaining schedule for the Rams is UMass today, UMass again on Wednesday on the road, and George Washington on Saturday at home. They have a chance to shake up a little bit of their seeding for the conference tournament, and if they're going to beat UMass anywhere, don't you think it's going to be here instead of on the road on Wednesday? I don't know. Call me crazy, but don't call the trends crazy. UMass 4-10-1 ATS, last 15 on the road. 1-3-1 ATS, their last 5 as a dog. 1-4-1 ATS, last 6 versus a team with a losing straight-up record. The Fordham Rams 11-1 ATS, last 12 home games. 6-1 ATS, following an ATS loss. 4-1 ATS, following a straight-up loss of 20-plus points. 9-3 against the number of their last 12, following a straight-up loss in general. So don't think it's a letdown spot. Fordham 12-3 against the number last 15 meetings, and 4-1 against the number of the last 5 meetings in the Bronx. That's right, in case you ever get asked that on a trivia test sometime. Fordham University is located in the Bronx, New York. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about this. Last but certainly not least, the old Rams haven't won at home in this matchup since 2018. Since 2018. I think it's time for a rebound, and I think they are correctly favored here today, my friends. First best bet of the day, the A10 Annihilator, Fordham Rams, -2.
Slowly but surely, the old Windy City is swallowing you whole, my dude.
Fuck me, what the hell is going on over here? What is going on?
I like it, man. No, I like it. As we get close to the tournament, man, or a conference tournament, these games really matter. So I think you got the right side, dude.
Sure enough, my man. Appreciate ya. We'll keep it moving into the second best bet coming from me today. We're calling it the NEC. That's the Northeastern Conference, if you didn't know. The NEC Eliminator. My friends, it's a matchup between the Central Connecticut State Blue Devils and the Fairleigh Dixon Knights. I'm sorry, I'm a human being again. On my notes, I wrote fair dicks down here. It just
Did
made
the
me
same thing
chuckle.
on mine over here.
Little fair dicks nights, the old fair dicks nights. Man, maybe we think about changing something. Who the hell am I? Maybe a lot of storied history in that program over there. I don't know. Either way, my friends, I liked them for the full game. I liked the 3.5, but they've been a little weird in this matchup as of late. So I turn to the first half spread, and I absolutely love it. Now, this is the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the NEC, but if I'm really going to rep up as the mid-major king, I have to get involved in this game, and I have to give you guys some very solid value, and I think this is the best value on the board. Now, I'm very, very tentative because of some of the scuffles FDU has had lately in the second half of games in order to make a play on the full game. Now, for the first 20 minutes, I'm okay with that. They tend to come out kind of guns a-blazing, and it's been really interesting. Now, I'll skip all the usual bullshit, the overall straight-ups, conference ATS, all that nonsense, yada, yada, and I'll cut straight to the point. This one's pretty short and sweet. The last previous meetings between these two teams, they've already played each other twice this season. Once on January the 30th of this year, obviously, duh. Fairleigh-Dixon led in the first half, 33-21, and they covered as a 2-point favorite, won 75-55 for the full game. So, okay, not bad, but they obviously covered the -1.5 in the first half. Second meeting, February the 5th, they lost 91-82 in overtime as 3.5-point dogs, so that's what kind of made me tentative. However, they led in the first half 40-32, so once again covered that -1.5. Now, if they do one thing very well, it's whoop Central Con State ass left, right, and center in the first half. It's what they do, point blank, period. The last 5 meetings, they are 3-2 to the -1.5 in the first half. They are 5-5 in the last 10. And as a matter of fact, they have only gotten better. The 2 failed covers were back in 2020. So technically, I look at this as more as 3-0 here recently because some of these players have only been around for those 3 years. So I really, really like the first half spread in this game. I think the Knights come out and absolutely whoop the Blue Devils in the first half. It's probably going to get sweaty in the second half. I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I'm avoiding it. But I think Fairleigh-Dixon sticks to their trends. Speaking of trends, I really got none for this one outside of that. It's straight, sweet, to the point. 'Tis what it is. The Fairleigh-Dixon Knights. First half spread, -1.5.
Hey, man, I first and only game on the slate for any type of tournament implications, dude. I'm all about it. I don't know. I was trying to see if this one's actually going to be on TV. I don't know that it is for sure. It might be one of those ones where you got to dive through these teams' websites or what. Takes a deep dive. But hey, if you're one of these ones where you really have to want to watch it, and I mean, in your case, you only got to watch the first half, man, which I'm all about. And yeah, I think avoiding the second half sweat and a second half collapse is the right move in this one, dude. So I like it a lot.
100%. There you go. There you have it. Got to get involved in one of the first conference tournament games. And yeah, I'll do some digging on where we can find that stream because it's probably going to be hard to locate, but I'll find it, boys. Don't you worry. Yeah, girls, don't you worry either. Okay, third and final best bet coming from ya boy. It's time to talk about my tournament text. If you're not familiar, this is the Mountain West Wiper, my friends. We're wiping the books clean with the final best bet coming from me. That's right, the Mountain West Wiper, pal. You come up with your own names, then we'll start talking. I'm taking the San Diego State University Aztecs -1.5 against the Wyoming Cowboys here today. Honestly, you guys, this line jumped off the screen at me. This is really the spot that we've talked about on this show. I think we hit on it almost every single day last week, partner, and at least once a week over the course of the entire college basketball season, and that's the public sweetheart, the Wyoming Cowboys, being a home dog of +1.5. You have to pause. You have to stop. It's like, what in the hell's going on? Stick a pin in that. We'll tell you why. I'm not going to tell you this ain't going to be sweaty. This is going to be real damn sweaty all the way down the end. But if you got some coyones to get involved, I promise you the tournament text will get us to the pay window. Now, I'm going to be 100% transparent with you, 150% with some of these straight-up ATS trends, but I hope they make you believe as to why this line is a setup. San Diego State, 3-5 straight up, 4-4 ATS on the road. I'm not hiding that from you. 5-1 straight up, 4-2 ATS in their last 6 overall. So gradually improving. I've been telling you about these tournament techs. They're 10-4 straight up, 9-5 against the number in conference play. Now this one, I want you to really listen to. They are 1-2 against the number this season as a 1 to 2.5 point favorite. Yes, I said 1-2 ATS against the number as a 1 to 2.5 point favorite this season are the San Diego State University Aztecs. Now stick a pin in that. Think about all of that information I just gave you, and let's talk about Wyoming. They are 13-0 straight up, 6-4-2 against the number on their home hardwood, and they are a plus 1.5 dog. Do with that what you wish. 4-2 straight up, 3-2-1 against the number of their last 6 overall, and they're a plus 1.5 home dog. Do with that what you wish. 12-3 straight up, 9-5-1 against the number in conference play, but they are a plus 1.5 home dog. Do with that what you wish. Oh my gosh, they are 3-0 against the number as a 1 to 2.5 point underdog this season, yet find themselves again as a plus 1.5 point dog. I see the book standing on top of their counter and pulling their pants down and say, hey, take all of our books or take all of our money, fellas. No, my friends, are you kidding me? You're going to sit there and listen to all that information I just give you and buy into the Wyoming Cowboys as plus 1.5 dogs? I sincerely hope you don't. I've got bit in the ass time and time again in this spot. Mags has pointed it out to me. We've stayed away from plays on the parlay because of it, and they've missed. The side that I'm taking today, San Diego State, has absolutely rolled, but there is one final key spot key point that I absolutely love for this, and that is the bets and the money currently coming in. When I did this analysis this morning, Wyoming was getting about 83% of bets with 65% of money wagered on the spread, yet they had not flipped to the favorites yet. That is because the books are keeping them as the plus 1.5 dog to keep generating every single bit of Brinks trucks bags getting dumped on this spread. Do not be foolish, my friends. Back the tournament techs minus 1.5, but you think I got dipshit written across my forehead. I promise I washed it off this morning. Believe the trends. San Diego State, 4-0 ATS, last 4 Monday games. 21-8 against the number, the last 29 on the road. How about this for a sample size, partner? San Diego State, 20-8 against the number, their last 28 as a road favorite. 4-1 are the Aztecs against the number, their last 5, following an ATS win. Wyoming won 4-1 against the number, their last 6 home games versus a team with a losing straight up road record, and the favorite is 5-2 against the number in the last 7 meetings between these two teams. Come on, baby, let's go. We're getting down with the tournament techs minus 1.5. The Mountain West Wiper, third and final, best bet of the day.
The Wiper, dude, I like it, man. You're talking my language every which way, dude. Whether or not it was this, even if it wasn't a team that we respect as this team that gets it going at the right time, everything else would still tell me that that's the right side, man. And not to mention, these matchups between the 4 or 5 best teams in this here conference, you've had some solid insights on them, man. So
yeah, it's kind of like I got the fucking eye for the old MVC. That was my MVC, the radar census.
Yeah, I think the old arena auditorium is gonna be looking and sounding a little bit more like its name than the Electric Factory that it's been in the past. So I like it, dude. I like it a lot.
I forgot about the arena auditorium, man. Oh boy, the old AA. There you go. There you have it, my friends. My 3 best bets of the day. Okay. How about special play of the day? What do you think about them bananas?
How about it?
It's time for the Monday Madness Parlay, my friends. I told you at the top of the show, it is truly mad. 6 legs on this bad boy, 2 from the NBA hardwood, 4 from the college basketball hardwood, paying out the last time I checked at plus 3,945 odds. It's bananas. It's wild. I understand, but we wouldn't call it the Monday Madness Parlay if it fucking wasn't. So without further ado, we go to the 4 college basketball legs. I am pissed off for greatness with this parlay today, pal. We're getting straight to the pay window. Leg number 1. Going to tried and true. Old Faithful, if you will, as of late for the TTL Crew. The boys have been hot, so we're going to that hand. Charleston Cougars plus 5.5 first leg. They've been pretty damn hot at first things first, but second of all, right here, right now, there is a boatload of bets and money coming in on Hofstra is who they're playing. And Hofstra is a perceived better team here in this spot. But I think this one either finishes right at 5 or right at 6. And obviously we tend to lean a little bit more to the 5 because our good friends over at Circa Sportsbook are holding this bad boy, where we're actually right behind us as well, are holding this bad boy right at 6. So wouldn't you know? Oh my gosh, we got to get in before that key number goes away. Well, my, it's the worst thing in the world. The legendary words of Sportsbook and Sig. Nobody knows shit. Buy into the +5.5. The Cougars are hot. Partner, anything from you?
I could not have added anything to that. I mean, the only other thing is
sometimes I just gusto. Sorry.
I mean, you nailed that one. It is becoming old reliable. I think that's the perfect word for it right now, man. And it's a situation where they're 2-2 straight up with 4-0 ATS. If they were 4-0 straight up and ATS, it'd be a spot where it's like, all right, this team's a little too hot, and now it's time for some regression. But they get those when they have those straight up losses. That doesn't really knock the the interest loose in the public's brain, for lack of a better term, if you know what I mean.
100%. I think I do. I like where you're at.
I think you're right.
Either way, second leg on the Monday Madness Parlay. You ever get into a sentence, you just say, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if that's what it was. I know what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not the brightest bowl in the bowl drawer, but fucking...
You knocked the old head loose. I don't know.
I can hear. Hey, the smoke. Hey, can you lift one of those headphones up for me? Let the smoke out real quick. Hey, oh, geez, them gears were grinding. All right, second leg of the Monday Madness Parlay. Baylor Bears against the Texas Longhorns. Not going to a side. We're going to the total. We're going over 135. And as a matter of fact, if you might say, oh my gosh, it's down to 134.5 from open and 136. That's actually why we love it the most. It is a setup and a half. I myself have been betting, I don't know, I got north of 300, maybe 350 college basketball bets on under my belt here this entire season, and I've gotten burned in this exact spot multiple times. Partner agreed. We went back and forth on it a handful of times, and I really just think if this one's going anywhere, it is flying over. One of the biggest defensive presences, is that how you presences? Either way, one of them... Yeah. Everyday Joe for the Baylor Bears. Obviously, he is a fucking monster, and he means a lot on the defensive side. Is sure on the offensive side, but the boys for Baylor, they can still get to sicking them whenever they need to on the offensive side of the ball. So I really think we don't have anything to worry about there. I think Chris Beard has the boys cranked up, especially in Austin. If this was in Baylor... I wouldn't question it, but I think they'd scuffle a little bit more. But I think they put up enough points at home here to make this worthwhile. So I love it dropping down. There's like 99% of money on this son of a bitch, and I think it's just monetary liability for sure on the under, that being. So I love the over. Anything else, Big 12 master yourself?
Looks like it ticked up on FanDuel, ticked up to 135.5. I believe we caught that one at 135. That looks beautiful to me. But yeah, Texas, I mean, they're the team that, honestly, their offense is what would concern me, but their offense is playing really well right now, man. 75 and 82 last 2 times out, so I like it a lot.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Okie dokie. Third leg, still college basketball. We're going to the Fresno State Bulldogs -10. That's right. You just heard me say the Fresno State Bulldogs -10. If you know me, I do not lay chalk in any capacity whatsoever. But the New Mexico Lobos are the biggest public dog on this entire slate. They are getting boatloads of bets and money, and this line is absolutely going nowhere. As a matter of fact, it was at 10.5, maybe 11 in some spots, mostly 10.5, and it's gone down to 10. I've already talked about that public expert line movement losing the hook in the direction that they think is going to be the right side. Folks, I do not lay chalk, and to get involved with -10, you got to know that that has some damn good value. Partner, I hear you chuckling. What else you got for leg number 3?
They just beat Air Force, dude. New Mexico, they just beat Air Force. They're the real deal, right?
Oh, they're the real deal. Holyfield, bro. They finally did it.
I didn't even realize. It is apples to oranges. Did not realize they both their most recent game is against Air Force. New Mexico beat them 69-65, and Fresno beat them 65-40. I feel like that probably says more about Air Force than anything. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that I like that defensive outing last time out to carry that momentum into this one, man.
100%. Fresno State's defense has been something you can rely on all season long so far. So I love it too. Leg number 4. Oregon State Beavers 8, my friends. This is another one. Boatloads of money coming in on the Washington State Cougars. Boatloads of bets. Everything in between. Yet this line is frozen stiff, solid. I'm talking about an ice cube. It ain't going nowhere unless you put it out on the porch. Well, right now it probably wouldn't melt because it's cold outside in the Windy City. So that ice cube is staying frozen on that line right now, and it ain't going nowhere past the 8. Has stayed there since last night into this morning, despite, again, the Cougars getting every shilling, shekel, NFT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything in between tossed on them. That'll imagine when you can actually start betting with fucking that crypto's goodness gracious. I think you can some places. But Oregon State +8, unless you got anything else to say. 8 skate, bait your mate.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to close it, my friend.
Leg number 5 to the NBA hardwood. Going to Minnesota Timberwolves on the money line. I don't think they have a problem covering the spread, but you know when we get juicy stuff like this going on, we don't need to sweat out a big old spread with a favorite. We can just take the money line. We can be cool. Now Cavaliers opened up +1 dogs on their home hardwood. I saw it last night. I said, ooh, this might be a bad matchup for the Timberwolves. Interesting. Woke up this morning up to 3.5, 4 in most spots, and that just was a dead giveaway for me that the Timberwolves are going to be the more valuable side. Mags, you're the NBA guy around these parts. What you got to say about this one?
Yeah, man, the way it's looking is point guards for Cleveland going to be out of this one. So Tim Frazier, essentially, you're bringing him in on very little experience with this lineup. Offensively, point guard position, one way or another way you shake it, whoever's healthy, usually is the way that they facilitate this offense. But with someone, Tim Frazier, who electric player back at Penn State a few years ago, man, he's not going to be the guy that's facilitating this offense to victory, in my opinion, on my side of things over here. As you drink, sorry.
Mm-hmm. My fault. I always do that right at the end of your stuff. Leg number 6. Final leg on this bad boy. Sticking with the NBA hardwood. My friends. Wrapping it up. The Orlando Magic. -1. Mainly because, once again, the Pacers are getting all types of money tossed at them. Yet this line will not flip to them being the favorites. It has lost the hook down to +1. But, oh my gosh, what are they going to push this out at one point? Maybe, but we don't play to push. We think the Magic are going to get this done by a couple buckets at least. A little bit of a rest advantage, I do believe. Partner, can you speak on that?
Yes, sir. Pacers actually coming in on a back-to-back. Played last night and won in Boston, or at home against Boston, but now they're traveling on the road. Second night of a back-to-back to Orlando. And that's got a lot of people. I mean, if it was that easy for the Pacers, they'd be favored by 3.5, 4 against a bad team like the Magic. But when you really break it down, these teams are not far off at all. Orlando got it cooking on the 25th. What is that, Friday? So they've got a couple days rest. Got the win, albeit against a bad team in Houston, but a 119 offensive showing is a good sign for me for them, because when they're bad, they're putting up 85, 90, 95, 99, hard to crack 100. So when you get them, when you get to see that visual of them putting up some points, it's easier to trust, and especially with the rest advantage, I absolutely love it, dude.
150%. The rest advantage has been your spot all year long, so I know you could speak on that for both sides. And then, hey, Pacers beating Boston last night, one of the better teams in the league. Oh, they must be hot, Mags. They must be ready to rock and roll. They're good to go. Showtime. Back to back. We ain't buying it. 6 legs on the Monday Madness Parlay. There you go. You got them all. You know it now. Paying out at over 39-1 odds. Well, while we got it here, we might as well just go on ahead and recap all of the best bets of the day. So let me get that old monitoring screen flipped again. Partner, anything else you got to say in regards for the Monday, or in regards of, rather, the Monday Madness Parlay?
Dude, this is as high of an odds parlay as we've had, dude, and it's about as solid as I felt about anything, man. We got the wheels back in the right track for the most part last week. Couple Tuesday, Wednesday winners, I do believe it was. So we're due for a Monday winner, dude. We're due for a Monday. I think we had 4 of the college basketball legs. Tried to go to the hockey ice last week, dude. Not going there. I don't know. I think we got 4 college winners and a couple NBA winners on our tab here today, my friend.
I do believe you are spot on, and I do believe it is time for the TTL Crew's Best Bets of the Day recap for this beautiful February 28th, 2022. If you missed any of them, you're not around for this point in time, or whatever the case might be, you can find all of RMags' Best Bets of the Day on the Action Network app. He is at RMags in all caps. I am there at cash_with_Colt. You can find all of these best bets we're about to talk about on the Action Network as well. Action Network app at Talking the Line. You can also find all of our best bets on the Chalkboard app. What do you know about that? Download that on the Apple Store. Did I say that? Yeah, Apple Store. Either way, it's the only place you can get it. Not available on Google Play yet. It will be very soon. Don't message them. It will be there very soon. Follow them at Chalkboard HQ on Twitter. And then also you can go to talkingtheline.com. You can click on the Today's Best Bets tab right on the homepage and head on over there, see all of our plays for any given day, and actually bet on them from your favorite sportsbook right on our homepage. Now, speaking of, pull out your favorite sportsbook, pull out your pens, pencils, and your paper, whatever mode, means, or method you utilize to take stock of the TTL Crew's Best Bets of the Day, because, my friends, it is now time officially to recap all of the TTL Crew's Best Bets of the Day for this beautiful Monday of bets, the last day of February 28th, 2022. Uh-oh. Showtime, my friends. Beautiful. Showtime, my friends. Please so kindly turn your attention to the top left portion of your screen. You see RMags picks. He's got two coming at you, one from the college basketball hardwood and one from the NBA. We start collegiately with the Kansas State Wildcats and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. He's taking the over 133.5, and he's also going to the NBA with the San Antonio Spurs and the Memphis Grizzlies. He's also taking the over 236.5. So kindly turn your attention to the opposite side of the screen, the right side of your screen, for my best bets of the day. I got three coming at you. We got the Fordham Rams -2, the Fairleigh Dixon Knights -1.5 on the first half spread, and the San Diego State University Aztecs, the tournament Tex, baby, -1.5 for the full game. In between us, you see today's special play. It's just another Madness Monday. 6 legs on that, baby. The Charleston Cougars +5.5. The Oregon State Beavers +8. The Baylor Bears against the Texas Longhorns over 135. The Fresno State Bulldogs -10. And then on the NBA hardwood, the Minnesota Timberwolves on the money line and the Orlando Magic -1. Parlayed up for an over 39-1 odds payout. I see 5 straight plays and one special play that you will play for whatever you can afford, be who you can afford to be, but I promise they're getting straight to the pay window and bankrupting every damn sportsbook on this marketplace. But before they do, we need you too. Lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get today's best bets of the day that are all the wrong way this side, that are clearly primed for ticket cashing in, whatever the current best line is on your favorite sportsbook.
Oh, baby. This is giving you some nice high school vibes, dude.
Straight high school ball court. That's all this is.
You see that little red block there next to the old Fordham there?
That's red block next to the Fordham.
Yeah, you can't even see it because that's my photoshopping skills out here, doing some work covering up the arena name so that I can ask you where the
now
hell
I do.
are we?
No, I forgot we're in Fairleigh Dixon and Fordham. Fairleigh Dixon start with an F, and I was looking at the yeah. Okay, now I get what you're saying. Nice job, way to blend it in there.
Hi.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. There's no way.
Stratis Arena at the Rothman Center. So this Northeast Conference, at least the first couple of rounds, gets their games going in whoever the higher seeds home stadium is. So that's where we are today. Not a neutral site for your tournament game. We are at the old FDU, my friend.
I thought so. I didn't see a neutral site, so I'm pretty hyped up about that, to tell you the truth. Not that their home court advantage matters for anything,
right.
But hey, there you go. There you have it. All of the TTL
when you've got seats that retract back into the wall like we're in high school, I think that's probably a red flag as far as your home court environment. Not shitting on your play by any means. I think you're in a good spot, but I don't think it's the home court advantage that's going to help you out.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows who the hell's showing up? Maybe you think maybe you're gonna turn this on and everything you just said, you're gonna have to take your foot. You're gonna have to take. You got your foot to your knee in your mouth for crying out loud. So we'll see what's happening.
I hope so.
Me jinxing my play. Maybe the boys actually show up. All right, 5 straight plays, 1 special play. You got them all. All right, now it's time for the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. The next segment up on tap. You see it on the screen. Tor/wash. Now, I don't know why the hell this doesn't want to. There we go. All right. It's in the ticker now. I bring us back onto the screen, my friends. Okay. There we go. Wonderful. Let me stop the screen sharing this damn thing, because it just is. Sometimes, I tell you what, sometimes old Esya doesn't, not to shit on him or anything, but sometimes I tell you what, sometimes they do not like screen sharing. It shit starts to glitching and yada, yada, yada. So let me get out of there. Hold on, let me get all this shit straight real quick. All right, move on over yonder. Come on, baby. Where the hell is my mouse at? Oh, man, I don't want to close out the whole fucking show. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. It won't let me fucking... What the hell is going on? Come on, hold on 1 second, kids, until the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. Do. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like my mouse is like stopping. Hold on. Halfway through. Got to fix the old mouse here real quick, kids. Apologies for the moment here, but we should be back in action. All right, there we go. Yep, the mouse was freezing up. Just as I was literally like getting across the page, it would just stop working, and then everything was kind of glitching out. So,
no sweat.
It's now time for the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. The dice are putting on their old hockey skates and grabbing the stick, ready to go to the NHL ice. They got the matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Washington Capitals in their sights here today. However, we don't know any of the information about this matchup, so, partner, why don't you let us have the deets?
All right, dude, we are in Washington for this matchup tonight. Capitals, the home dogs in this one. They are in a wild card spot right now, hanging on to the second wild card spot in the East right now. Nice little cushion size, so not a ton to worry about, but obviously don't like being on the old technical bubble there. You hear that bad boy? Jesus.
Oh, put a muzzle on that thing. Sheesh.
So Washington's in the playoff spot right now. Toronto 3 seed in the Atlantic Conference, so they've got a nice little cushion. These teams are 2 of the better teams in the East here. I mentioned Washington, the home dogs, plus 116 on the old money line, and the Maple Leafs minus 140 on the money line, plus 184 on the puck line. And the total is at 6.5. Big old whopping total in this one, 6.5 here in Washington. I've got nothing to add. I do believe so. The Capitals plus 1.5 is at minus 230. We probably won't go to that one. We don't like getting that chalky, but maybe the dice will go to the road Leafs anyways. We'll see.
150%. Well, as a reminder, it seems to be that the dice get really hot and then really cold and then really hot and then really cold and then really hot and then really cold. Well, last week was really damn cold. We're talking Antarctic. We're talking sub-zero terrain. We're talking you better have 10 layers on if you want to get involved, because they are chilly. 2-7 for the Moneyline Dice last week. They had 0-2 to close out Friday, if that's what you're thinking about over there, partner. Yeah, I could tell it in your eyes. You were thinking, you know what they did on Friday?
Remember the matchup?
Minnesota plus 3, Minnesota Moneyline. I literally looked at it 2 seconds so I would be able to say it. 0-2 day, 2-7 for the Moneyline Dice on the week. Now, what I will tell you is when they have a cold week, they show up the next week and get absolutely blazing hot. The last time that they had a cold week, I will tell you, because I got it tracked here, they did go 1-5, and then they followed it up with an 8-1 week. No, I apologize. Actually, they went 4-9 over 13 plays, and then they followed it up with an 8-1 week. 1 week, 9 plays went 8-1. Last week, 2-7 over 9 plays.
Goodness.
Now we see what's happening. Now maybe the inanimate objects might be ready to rock and roll. I have no idea. There is one key word in that sentence that they are ready to do. And boys and girls, that's roll, baby. You hear it? Little ASMR of the old dice for you this morning. First things first, home or away. We're going with the old home team, Washington Caps, or the away team, Toronto Son of a Doggone. Oh, shit. This isn't good, Mags.
Oh, boy.
We fucked up, dude.
Dice, Dice just making it look a little. We're a little clumsy today, the Dice, and then they go on a 7-2 streaker on the flip side. I don't know, dude.
I don't know what. Oh, I got it. Fuck. Ow! Shit! Ow! Fucking shit! Ow! Fucking fuck! Hey, everybody. I'm back. Oh, son of a bitch. I fucking just hit the fuck out of my... Hey, you better cash a ticket, you son bitch. Gosh, man, now I'm all discombobulated. Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, everybody. Where else you gonna go and get this type of shit? Hold on, soapbox for a minute. You can go somewhere and literally watch some buttoned-ass bullshit of people talking about shit that doesn't even give a fuck, or you can come here and have a good time and fall out of your chair laughing because your host is doing stupid shit like that. Now, there are a few places that we really respect that do the exact same thing. Shot at, wink wink, to a lot of similar places like that. However, I digress. First roll of the day, Moneyline Dice, after that fucking rabbit hole. All right, Dice, home or away? We go into the Caps or the Leafs? We find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Home team. Right to it. Home team, Washington Caps.
We're going to have to shout out, obviously unofficial, we got to shout out our guy Biscuit if this
Biscuit,
stays
bro,
true, dude.
Have you seen our homie? He's getting huge.
Of course.
He's getting huge.
You think I just stopped paying attention to Biscuit?
I don't know.
Give me a break, dude.
He's not a little fella anymore.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes when those guys, they get out of little fella mode, they get into big fella mode, everybody loses interest. I've been keeping track. You don't know who Biscuit is. You guys are probably fucking all types of confused right now, but I'm telling you, Biscuit, shout out. Money line or against the spread? Are we getting a plus money Parlay ticket or maybe the plus 1.5? I am not certain, neither is Mags, but I assure you we all find out per the Moneyline Dice in 3, in 2, in 1. ATS! What is that, plus 1.5? Is that it's like -1 bullshit or -2 something?
It's like 225 or something like that, yeah.
Money line!
That one doesn't really matter.
Washington Capitals on the money line. Wild card roll. My friends, will the die be doubling down on the old Washington Caps? Or will they say, boys, we need a re-roll, we apologize, we already had enough nonsense going on today, but we need just a little bit more sprinkled in? Or are we going to the total? We know exactly where it's finishing, and we're going to give you 2 tickets to cash to start off this week to help give you some more faith after last week's antics. I don't know, neither does Mags, but my friends, I assure you, we all find out. In 3, in 2.
Come on, Dice.
In 1. ATS, I see. Home ATS!
Doubling down.
It's a doubling down affair.
This guy out there with the horses, dude.
Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit. The dice have spoken! If you want a guaranteed take 1 ticket to the window tonight. No questions, no qualms, no queries. Not per any living, breathing, heart-beating human being on this planet, but per the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful Moneyline Dice hammer in right here, right now. The Washington Capitals on the money line in their matchup with the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight.
Thank you, Dice.
Thank you, Dice. Thank you, Dice.
I mean, I'm diving in the water, dude, and just I'm blindly going in this week, man. Unless we start off like 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, or something like that, I'm going in. I'm going in 100%, dude.
How can I not?
How can I not? And especially today with Biscuit, dude. We're teaming up with Biscuit, for fuck's sake, man.
It's
a lot of
destiny.
monetary liability, it looks like, over on the Leafs. Speaking of, as far as actual 62% of bets, 89% of money on the Leafs money line. So.
Hey, you do not say, my friend. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit. Well, that definitely makes me feel a lot more confident about the old Washington Caps. But hey, we got the power of Biscuit, bro. If you guys don't know, Biscuit is the Washington Capitals, kind of their their dog for the season. He's a service training dog, and like somebody on the staff, I guess, trains him, and he just I don't know how the whole backstory behind it, but he's the damn Washington Capitals dog. Biscuit is the shit. I showed Mags to him, or him to Mags when he was like, what was he like fucking? He was like maybe a couple of months old. Like they had just got him. I mean, he was a baby.
Probably
you saw
like
he's
preseason-ish.
Like, yeah, you saw him like
September,
he's a big pooch now. He's out there with the horses, but he was a little pup. And I was like, bro, have you seen Biscuit? And he's like, the fuck? And I was like, bro, Biscuit.
It's like, who the fuck is Biscuit? I don't know.
I'm like, dog, Biscuit is so fun. You got to check out fucking Biscuit. And then, bro, now it's like
pissing me out because I still don't know what it is. And then Biscuit. Okay.
Oh, Biscuit. And then as soon as you know about Biscuit, you just like, you kind of are in the Biscuit crew. And then you're just like, have you heard about Biscuit? I was like, what? It's a fucking Biscuit, dog. It's a fucking Biscuit, man. He's the shit. So there you go. We get to back Biscuit in the Caps tonight per the Moneyline Dice on the money line. Hey, shout out. I got hats everywhere over here. Shout out the Moneyline Dice. You want one of these sick-ass hats? Or any of the other wearable merch they got over there, or maybe your own set of Moneyline Dice, their own handy-dandy carrying case, or maybe son of a bitch, I got all types of shit over here. We got MMA scorecards, we got freaking tracking books, we got, no, they don't sell pens, but you just get those up the street at Walgreens or whatever the hell. Either way, they got everything you need over there for if you're a good old-fashioned ticket cash and degenerate, so you see the doggone website and the ticker's gone by a couple times. Head on over moneylinedice.com. Tell them your good old friends old RMags to Riches and Cap and Colt sent you over yonder looking for some product. And once you do, it's between us. Enter code TTL10 at checkout. TTL10 at checkout. 10% off your first order, moneylinedice.com. Shout the fuck out, Moneyline Dice. Shout the fuck out.
Shout out.
Okay, dude. The train is officially off the tracks. It's 59 minutes after the top of the 10 o'clock hour. It's almost to be, it's 11 o'clock, the time. Dude, can you believe that? It is destiny. It is the perfect. How have we no clock around me, no timer, no nothing, but simply the flick of the 10:59 to the 11 on the bottom of my monitor. My friends, it's a hell of a time to remind you to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow, like, share, comment, retweet, all that good stuff. We can't tell you how much we appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. When you do those things, it only helps us make bigger and better content for you and make TTL Sports Media go straight to the damn moon. Without further ado, it's time to kick off the second half of the show. Partner, I got a question for you. What's been burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you have been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us on episode number 233 of the Talking the Line podcast on this wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous TERRIFIC last day of February 2/28, 2022.
All right, dude, you said at the top it is good old movie Movie
Trivia Monday.
Movie Trivia Monday, yeah. Movie Madness, Movie Trivia Monday. We're talking movies. We're talking movies.
Yeah. Shout out. Let's go. All right. Dude, I literally had a stack of fucking DVDs. It's just right on the other side of this here screen over here.
I have a weird feeling that if one of the ones that you pulled, if you pulled out all of your DVDs that you have, you probably would have pulled one of the ones that we're going to talk about. But I got 4 movies, dude. I got 4 movies. We're sticking comedy genre today.
All right.
And I'm giving you some clues, and you got to tell me what the hell movie we're talking about. We got some clues.
Yeah.
You got to guess what movie, okay?
Yep.
All right, first one, 1996. I said they're all comedies, so I'm going to say comedy. 1996 comedy, okay?
Okay, yep. I was the stout age of 1. Yep. 1-year-old.
Sure. You know this movie. The 1996 comedy. Supporting cast includes Carl Weathers, Julie Bowen, let's see, Francis Bay, and Richard Kiel. You probably don't know these names, but if you saw them, then there's a few that if I say them, it'll probably give it away. Tagline of this movie, so like the sub tagline: he doesn't play golf, he destroys it.
Okay, I just had to see Carl Weathers. It's fucking Happy Gilmore.
It is Happy Gilmore. Final clue. Final clue was you're in big trouble, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
I didn't look up. I looked up who Carl Weathers, but I didn't look up the movie. But as soon as that's what popped up, and it was just him. As soon as I saw Carl Weathers, I know you can't see, but it's just like 3 pictures of him, and I was
Carl
just
Weathers,
like, oh yeah, exactly what he's saying. That's got to be Happy Gilmore. Shout out, dude. I haven't seen that. You've been on the old school Sandler kick the last few Mondays here. Little Happy Madison last week.
Happy
I couldn't
Gilmore.
think of it. Gilmore, though.
Yeah. Gilmore's one of my. I watch that every once in a while, dude. One of my favorites of all time. Shooter McGavin. This is gonna sound silly, but Shooter McGavin is actually one of like my favorite movie villains, like of any genre, like period.
Shooter out, bro.
Hey, Shooter, what'd you think of Happy Gilmore's par one or hole in one on par 4? Oh yeah. What, he finished dead last? Oh yeah. He had a good day though. I killed me every time, dude.
What was that when it was Sandler? Was it like the 40th or 50th anniversary or 20th anniversary of Happy Gilmore when it was like Sandler and the actor who plays Shooter McGavin?
It must have been
because they were like going back and forth. Remember, they were like going back and forth on Twitter, and he was like, "Hey, Gilmore, I'll see you." It was funny as fuck, dude. It was hilarious.
Shooter McGavin actually, I don't know who the hell runs it, but it's I think it's verified. But Aaron Rodgers and Shooter McGavin's like Twitter profile used to go back and forth on some goofy shit like that.
There's a Shooter profile. That's funny. I didn't know that.
And it's gotten a little oversaturated now to where he just recycles the same shit to where it's like, all right, yeah, we get it, man. But it used to be really funny though. Okay. It's a quick sidebar, and I'm sure it kind of applies.
Classic Packers fan.
Okay, whatever, dude. Anyways, no, quick sidebar though. It'll apply to a lot of these movies, and I was turned on to it by the Ringers Rewatchable podcast. A lot of these comedy movies that you and I and a lot of our genre like absolutely love.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
A lot of these movies that you and I love. There's a guy, famous movie critic Roger Ebert, who absolutely just like he gave 1.5 star for this movie, and then just goes on this whole just rant of just how miserable and stupid this movie, like essentially watching it from the most like realistic and like taking everything with like the most serious grain of salt absolutely possible, and just writes the dumbest reviews possible. And you go back and read it, and it's just like, oh, what were you watching, dude? So I won't go into any reviews, but if you want to check him out, I'm sure there's a way to find some of his worst reviews or best reviews or whatever you want to look at.
Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah.
2005 comedy. Supporting cast member of Mr. Christopher Walken. He is included in this supporting cast. Don't know if there's anyone else that you would have recognized as far as supporting cast that wouldn't give it away. Bradley Cooper is actually supporting cast of this one. A tagline for this one: just a couple of guys. They're just a couple of guys who just want to have fun. So that's one tagline for the movie. And a quote in this one. This is an exchange here. I want a bicycle. Listen, a bicycle is going to take a lot of balloons, and frankly, Uncle Jeremy is a bit tired. How about I make you something else? I just want a bicycle. Why are you yelling at me? So that's a little kid talking to a grown-ass man at a wedding.
Damn, is it Wedding Crashers?
It is Wedding Crashers.
Hell yeah. All right. I was thinking so. Let's go, dude. I tweet that gif out all the time.
That quote, I don't know why are you yelling at me? I don't know why that cracks me up every single time. The way he just asked that. Why are you yelling?
Dude, classic, bro. What's the last movie that fucking Owen Wilson has done, dude?
Like, at least that's notable. I'm sure he's been in a lot of. Actually, I have not seen it at all, but just because I keep seeing the previews for it, he just did a movie with J-Lo. That's like another rom-com, like typical rom-com on Peacock, Marry Me or whatever.
Oh, I see. And
as far as things that would be on our radar, not a ton, honestly. Not a ton of stuff.
Like the last most recent thing I can feel like he did that was just like off the wall was Drill Bit Taylor. Like that's one of my all time.
There's definitely more in between there.
Yeah, definitely. That one just really sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, I mean they had The Internship. I think that's what it's called. Him and Vince Vaughn, The Internship. Did you ever watch that one?
I feel like I did.
Same style comedy. It's pretty good. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watching if you like those movies. It's definitely like a 7 out of 10. If you like, if Wedding Crashers is a movie that you absolutely love, it's probably like a 7 out of 10 on that type of scale. You know what I mean?
It's been a long time since I watched Wedding Crashers, but damn, dude, classic Vaughn and Wilson, bro. There was like that little, like 5 to 7 year period that they just raked, bro. Like they were the dudes in all types of movie, and now they made their millions. They're fucking hot. They don't want to deal with this shit nowadays.
No. So I mean, Vince Vaughn's been real. If you're a fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm and haven't watched the new season, he plays actually. So he's Marty Funkhauser's nephew and sons, and Marty Funkhauser's nephew, or excuse me, Funkhauser dies in real life.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And then So now Vaughn was a larger part and kind of like taking that role, but as his nephew, and obviously just puts his own he's his own personality. It's awesome.
And it's like so good. Like that same Funkhauser dry like what do you
for the most part, not like 100%. Like it's Vince Vaughn, but like if you
like that same
told Vince Vaughn to act like you're a Funkhauser, essentially.
Fuck yeah, dude!
It's awesome.
I love
it's
that.
Awesome.
I love that, dude.
It's awesome.
Maybe. Dude, I love Larry. I fucking love Larry, dude.
Yeah, new season is hilarious. Movie number 3.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Movie number 3, 2009 comedy. Okay, 2009. Jeffrey Tambor and Ken Jeong are supporting actors. If you need a better visual, I feel like you should know Ken Jeong. But if you need a better visual, you can go ahead and look up those dudes. You know who Jeffrey Tambor is?
Sounds familiar, but I can definitely Ken Jeong for sure. You mean Dr. Ken Jeong?
Jeffrey Tambor is...
Oh, okay, for sure.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Once you see his face, it's like, oh, okay. Okay, so it's a back and forth quote here as far as helping you out. The tagline is a little too easy for you on this one. The quote: "What if he's dead? I can't afford to lose somebody close to me again. It hurts too much. I was so upset when my grandpa died. How did he die? World War II. He died in battle? No, he was skiing in Vermont. It was just during World War II."
I have not fucking seen this fucking movie in so long, bro, and I cannot fucking think. I literally can see this scene, bro, and that scene fucking murders me every time I see it, and I cannot think of the fucking name, dude.
Oh.
Like, it's like
we've talked about.
No, he didn't die in battle. He was just skiing. It was just during World War II,
just
brother.
Skiing during Vermont.
Oh fuck. It's not Hangover. Like those two are in Hangover together, but is it? Is it the Hangover?
It's a Hangover.
Is it really? Damn, it really is. Okay, yeah. Shit. I was thinking it was. I was just thinking that was too obvious. Fuck.
Yeah.
So it is that line, bro. Every time. And is that when they're in the?
I imagine they're in the car.
Is that when they're in the bedroom? Because there's like no, because I don't think Jung ever comes over to the house. Because I know there's like a scene where Alan and the other guy, the other guy you just showed, the dad.
Oh, Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor, yeah, he plays the dad. Yeah, right. There's like a scene in the room, but it's not because I don't think Ken Jeong ever. So I guess that's probably when they're. Oh yeah, that's when they're looking for Ken Jeong in Bangkok or looking for Alan, right? Or no, they're looking for. Wait.
I think they're just driving. I don't know. I think they're driving out at the end. That's when they're like in the car at the end, I think, and then driving.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know that. I know that scene gets me every damn time.
Because that's him and that's Bradley Cooper, dude. That's asking him. That's Bradley Cooper's character.
Yeah, dude, that's a classic fucking Tambor quote. Like that's just like his character in a movie. If anything, like that's a classic line. Like that's hilarious.
All right, last one. This one's gonna be tougher because a very funny movie, less quotable for sure. This one's gonna be a little tougher. I made this one a little tougher here. 2007 comedy. Okay, 2007. Let's see. Jonah Hill and Jason Segel are actually supporting cast members in this movie. Jonah Hill and Jason Segel, Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
2007?
2007. So just before, I don't know if this is right before or right after Superbad, but Jonah Hill was a supporting cast member in this movie, okay? Tagline for the movie is Save the Due Date. Not the movie Due Date, but the tagline for the movie is Save the Due Date, okay? So something to do with babies in this movie. Okay. So this quote probably isn't going to give it away, but I thought this was absolutely hilarious. So character is watching Cheaper by the Dozen after taking mushrooms, and he says, "This isn't funny. This guy's got 12 kids. That's not funny. That's a lot of responsibility to just be laughing about. This is sick. This is a sick movie. I got to turn this off. It's freaking me out."
You got any other quotes?
Quotes? No, this is a tougher one. So,
yeah, it is.
Katherine Heigl is in the movie. Seth Rogen is in the movie. Paul Rudd is in the movie.
Zach and Miri make a porno?
No, not a terrible guess, but
it's pretty fucking close to that whole fucking lineup, though. They made it. Dude, that whole lineup made a fuckload of movies together. Like they own that.
John Apatow was the director. I probably didn't need to say that, but
damn,
John Apatow's kids are in the movie.
Damn, dude. I was
gonna say it's less quotable. I don't know if there's a quote that would give it away. It's Knocked Up.
Knocked Up. Damn, what's that? Dude, there was that in the. Damn, I was thinking this movie, but I was thinking the wrong title. I was thinking
Yes Man is what you were thinking, maybe?
No, I was thinking the one with
Or
Will Ferrell, where he fucking, and I don't even think any of these guys are in it. Yeah, so it was totally fucking dead. My brain was wrong spot, dude. Don't listen to me. Wrong spot.
I don't know that I would have gotten that one from the clues though, because that's like it's almost as funny as all these other movies. It's just it doesn't get the same love. It's not quite as quotable. I feel like is the issue. I don't know.
Yeah, because like it's funny though, that whole squad, like I said, Zach and Miri Make a Porno. That's a fucking hilarious.
That's another
movie.
one that doesn't get a ton of love either.
No,
dude,
man, it's
funny.
like that squad. It's kind of like they did like what 3, 4, 5 movies together, and they kind of all just like popped off, and then like a smaller amount of them like role models, like they kind of started a few of those same fucking actors and actresses are in there
Pineapple
as well.
Express,
Pineapple, exactly, dude. That little squad. Oh yeah, dude, This Is the End is hilarious. Holy shit, role models. I can't get enough. That was a movie I haven't seen this in a long time.
This Is the End came out when we were high school, and we had a whole crew of people. It was like a summer movie. We had a whole crew of people, and it was rated R. So everyone except for one person was of age to see this rated R movie. Our pal JP was the one that was not. He had a summer birthday and he was not. So we all get tickets, and there's like 7 of us, like 6, 7 of us, and we all, except for JP, get a ticket to This Is the End. And so he gets to just like at the end of the line, just not like intentionally acting like he's not with us, but just like, I don't know, we felt like we didn't have to explain it to these people. He's just like, oh yeah, actually I know the movie. It was World War Z, PG-13. And so like, all right, whatever. We get our concessions, go to the movie, sit down. Mind you, it's not dead, but it's also not crowded at all. And so we're sitting in there like 20 minutes before the movie starts, just hanging out for a second. And then an employee of the movie theater walks up to the entire top row, singles JP out, and is like, hey, can I see your ticket? And we're just like, are you fucking serious right now? And JP's like, like tries to do the, I don't know where it is. And then I think they might have said like, yeah, like we saw you like with this entire crew, like this and that. And he's just like, yeah, here's my ticket. And so he went and goes to World War Z by himself for the next 2 hours. He was so upset, dude.
Fucking classic.
So upset. And all of us were like hell, because this is the height of what we just talked about. These dudes like really super bad pineapple, like the height of it to where movie. They just nailed out like 4 of the like 4 best movies, and then there's this with this entire crew, and we're like, yo, dude, we don't want to leave this movie.
It was like, it is definitely like rated R for sure though. Like that was one of the worst ones, dude. That one was off the charts. But damn, dude, that's funny as shit.
But still, like singles them out so hard that they decided that they had to go to the theater, go to the top row where there's like probably 20 other people in the theater of like a 200-seat theater. Like, come on. You don't care that much about your job. Like, come on. It's not that serious.
Hey, come on, for real. It's not that fucking serious. Come on, guy. Come on.
And thankfully, World War Z was a sick movie, so he wasn't super pissed off. But, yeah. Which, have you seen that movie, Total Sidebar? Like, have you seen that movie? Brad Pitt,
not in full, but like the zombies in that movie, bro, are fucking. Those are some wild zombies. Those are really fast zombies, dude. I don't like those too much. Those zombies scare me, bro. I can do the ones that just eat brains and are really slow and stupid, and like if you surrounded your entire house with a bunch of treadmills, they just continue to walk on the treadmill, and then you could just open up a window and fucking blow them away one at a time. I've thought about a zombie apocalypse. Trust me, I got it in the bag.
But the World War Z zombies, if that's what we're running into, that's where you hit some walls.
I'm going into the underground bunker. I'm staying there till I can't hear anything. Period.
Right.
Point blank. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe those things are smart enough to open that. I don't know. We gotta have something that detonates.
I think so, dude. Yeah, not to get down a zombie rabbit hole, but those zombies weren't messing around, dude.
So then maybe you have something that detonates the handle on top, and then you can only open it from the inside once you're actually in there. So like you put some C4 or some shit, and then you can like just blow the fucking handle off, but then you also still got a handle on the inside so the dummies can't get in. Yeah, dude.
That's a good play. I like that.
Hey, man, dude, call me crazy. They got motherfuckers who are buying these doggone shipping containers for fucking 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a pop, burying these bitches like fucking 50, 60 feet underground and having their own little home underground and bug out shelter. So, hey, dude, it's not crazy. Three things. 3 things a wise old redneck once taught me that you should stock up on in case anything like this happens. You know, maybe it's not World War Z, maybe it's World War III with all this shit going on. Beans, bullets, and blankets. You stock up on those 3 things. A little bit of water too. That's never bad. You'd be able to survive anything. Promise you. Outside of that,
outside of that, I got beans, dude.
Yeah, dude, beans, bullets, and blankets. That's what you need. Partner, anything else you got over there in regards to Movie Trivia Monday?
I don't think so, dude. I think that's about all I've got for Movie Monday, dude. Not terrible. Tough questions, tough quiz, but, you know.
Show. How about a quick little visit into Colt's Crypto Corner?
Okay, go ahead.
How about that? Little Cap and Colt. As you guys know, I've dived deep into the... we got comment. Who we got? Come on. Oh, nobody. Bummer. Nobody. Hold on.
Phil Jones. F-I-L-L Jones. That's kind of a dope name, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, F-I-L-L. Phil Jones. That's not even how you spell Phil, but whatever. You guys know I'm delved deep into the NFT community. I've had a couple people reach out, asking me questions. Don't be scared. Feel free. Ask me questions. It's not crazy. It's not wild. You're not stupid. I just wanted to flex one of my newest finds here. Thought I was done, but I had a little bit of liquidity left in some old stocks, and decided to get rid of them bad boys. And I said, you know what, this is the future. Forget the real world. I'm all about this. So got rid of the last little bit that I held in the real world. And shout out to Typical Tigers, bruh. Had my one Typical Tiger. I flexed him last week, and now we flex this bad boy because you can't have only one. You can't have only one referee officiating a game, right? You can't just have one. You need 2. So I introduce you to Typical Tiger number 1791. My guy. I love him so much, dude. The afro, the blue and white. If you know me, blue is one of my favorite colors. Mags disappeared. He passed out. It's so gorgeous. That's my new guy. It's my new tiger. The Typical Tigers, man. If you want to know a little bit about them, they're actually a community. The NFT project was basically founded to save the tigers. If you guys watch back all the way, like beginning of COVID, you remember Tiger King, fucking Carol Baskin and all that shit and all yada. Well, Carol Baskin's actually involved with the old Typical Tigers, and I've got the opportunity to hang out and listen to her speak, and she's actually a really, 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 really awesome individual, and minus all of the public persona and bullshit and Netflix and everything that comes with persona, Carol Baskin is a really, really, really fucking cool human being. She did that fucking shit. She's a really, really cool fucking human being, and, there's jackasses that still do that from time to time, but she's a real fucking cool person. So she's involved with this. It's actually 3,900 of those NFTs, so I got 2 of the 3,900. Shout out. But they actually, all the funds, well, not all the funds, some of the funds go to actually saving the tigers. They've already, I could say I guess, have already transferred a tiger to the Phuket Zoo, however you say it, in Thailand. It's a little baby girl that was, she was pretty scrawny, and they got her built back up now. She's starting to get together too. So I loved what it was about, so I originally bought my first one. I just loved what it was about, and then I really got involved with the community and started hanging out, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I got to get 2, because there's some cool utilities, some cool roadmap, and some of the stuff that's coming up here, man, and for this space is just great. So what do you got?
I think these ones, dude, that would maybe bridge the gap of making people stop thinking that it's just a JPEG or whatever, is these ones that have these charitable applications to it, man. I mean, if you could legitimately explain that you actually might have helped save an actual tiger, not just, we're going to save the tigers, and actually we actually did that. I think that would be one step, at least for a certain chunk of the population, to realize that ain't just a picture. You know what I mean?
150%, my man. And check this out. So 3,900 of these have been sold. They're about to drop a secondary. This is the Genesis collection. They're about to drop a secondary collection of baby tigers. So every Typical Tiger holder gets a baby tiger, as well as an additional baby tigers on top of that, some stuff like that, some additional shits you can find out. To go into the Discord, shout out, read about it. I don't want to give it all away. Read about the announcements, but they're going to have that too. So then another 3,900, whatever they end up making the mint price, everything all in between. So, and then for instance, you see, if you're watching on Twitter right now, you see my, right up in this area over here, you see my PFP, my profile picture. That's the Ether brews, and that's one of my brews. And yeah, we do view it as your universal access token to breweries around the globe. But I've also had the opportunity to donate to Five Gyres, a charitable organization. If you don't know, there's five gyres in the world's ocean. And I'll let you go in. I won't go down that rabbit hole. I'll let you go look up what all that is. But one of the only ways that I, like, through the research I've done and what I've known and what I've listened to, one of the only ways that I truly think that you can impact climate change and what all this is really start in the oceans, my man. Like, it's pretty simple to start picking up trash and fucking oil spill. Like, it's pretty fucking simple. So we've been able to do that. They also First Door, which is, you wouldn't think with a beer-based NFT. First Door is our other charitable organization, and we actually give back. That is one of the largest rehab facilities and recovery programs in the Great White North. Shout out to our friends up there in Canada. But yeah, dude, and that only scratches the surface of one of these things. And I've said it so many times, and if you get into the space, you'll hear so many people say it. But you come to this space, everybody knows. It's funny. Everybody's starting to really find out about the Bored Ape Yacht Club. You can ask just about anybody, and they kind of snap their head. Bored Ape Yacht Club. They kind of know now, but they don't really know. So I'm telling you, the more you get involved in this, and if you do decide to get involved in this, it is some of the most welcoming group of people, the most welcoming community, and it's only up from here. There's only great stuff that can come, and I mean, just these charitable organizations are only the beginning of it. I mean, there's so much other utility, not only for you but for the community, both in real life, from into Web3. I mean, that's another reason. Like, we work on Web 2, man. Like, I'm trying to get us a nice, easy, smooth transition here into Web 3. So, I mean, we'll be here. We ain't going nowhere. You guys want to know about it? I mean, I've had a couple of people reach out, but not super in depth. It does take a little bit to get set up, for sure. And you got to know, like about 5 things. Like, do not do this. As far as, like, clicking on links is one of the biggest one of them. And clicking on links is fucking huge. But I go down that rabbit hole, too. But yeah, man, I just think I think the more you learn, the more you know, the more you do your own research and realize that it's not that JPEG represents a lot more than just a couple of colors and a tiger on a screen. It means a lot more than that. So
it's the afro.
I don't know. Call me, yeah, it's the afro, bro. It's the damn afro. That afro is rare as fuck, though. Only about 8% of them fuckers have them. So 8% of the old, hey, only 3% are referees, and I got 2 of them sons of bitches. So how about that, actually? What do you know about that? But yeah, man, that's where the old head's at. That is what it is. Outside of that, anything else you got on that end of the spectrum?
As far as that track, I do not have anything else, my man, now.
Okie dokie, artichoke. How about some sports? Any late breaking news? Anything else in between, my man?
As far as the NFL, did you see the Kyler Murray and his agent,
No.
2-3 page paragraph that they apparently put out? Or I don't even know what it's a manifesto. I don't even know what you want to call it.
Really?
It's really bizarre. Essentially, him stating, like, I want to be talking to Arizona fans. Like, I want to be the Cardinals' long-term QB and desperately want to win a Super Bowl, but it's all these, oh, look what I've done, and I just want to make sure that this Cardinals franchise is doing everything in my best interest and give me all the tools to succeed, this and that. And I don't know. I don't know if this is a read between the lines of the Cardinals ownership knows what the hell he's talking about and he wants a new coaching staff or something else along those lines, or he has other demands. I don't know, but I don't know. Kyler Murray, he wouldn't have put this out if he was 100% content and happy is what I guess I'm trying to say over here. I don't know what you say.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's awfully interesting because, like, why else would you scrub all of your social media and, like, if you're not trying to leave? I mean, it has been complete collapses, but I don't know. I don't want to hate on, like, Oklahoma guys, but it seems like a lot of the Oklahoma guys are just kind of fucking not people from the state of Oklahoma, but who attended Oklahoma University.
They're quarterbacks, sure.
They're quarterbacks. They're kind of what's the right word for it, Mags? You know what I'm trying to say. They just not that they ask a lot, but like they just. They're princesses, I guess you could. I don't know. I don't want to call them.
I get what you're trying to say. That seems a little
too
aggressive.
much. Yeah, but it seems too much. You know, I don't want to say that.
It's
like,
not the opposite of it.
No, like respect. You guys are fucking doing your shit, but like at the same time, like you just think about all the fucking shit that has happened with Oklahoma just this year. It's just like I don't know, man. I think it's just kind of like, but I think it's just drama.
Maybe
drama.
Cliff Kingsbury is a clown.
Drama.
Maybe there's something else going on there, but it's like And it's not just these guys. It's a lot of these people that are athletes that are around our age where it's like if something isn't 100% perfect, then they're going to try and do whatever they can to see if they can make it perfect because the player empowerment movement in NFL and NBA, man, is so damn strong to where in most cases, like if you're the Arizona Cardinals, you probably want to do whatever the hell you can to make them happy as opposed to him leaving if that's the alternative.
Probably.
So they got a lot of power, man. So aside from that, I don't know why we're seeing this now, but Mike Zimmer, obviously not with the Vikings anymore, was taking shots at Kirk Cousins, and I guess there's rumors that at the end of the season he was in meetings complaining about complaining openly in coaches' meetings and other close confidants that didn't feel the quarterback makes enough winning plays and that he didn't elevate his teammates, which I feel like is a pretty accurate statement of Kirk Cousins, but typically not the relationship you're looking for.
The second half for sure, but the whole winning or the second half I don't know, but the whole winning plays part for sure. Like there's a lot of
that's the knock, dude. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at his numbers. Look what he did here," and it's like, okay, but over the course, does he actually make winning plays?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
100%. Like stats don't win ball games, you know.
From a defensive standpoint, I hope. And hey, shout out a fellow Redbird alumni, dude. I mean, I hope the man gets another defensive job in some capacity because he was a good defensive coach, man. 100%.
100%, no question about it. Outside of that, man, I was trying to see if there was anything late breaking. Nothing real too major. We'll get into college basketball as March rolls out. Partner, did you get March Madness stuff rocking and rolling? I know we didn't touch base on that.
It's essentially ready to rock. Yeah, we just got probably maybe a finishing touch or so. But, yeah, I think it's about ready to rock.
Cool. So we'll have that rolling out here in the coming days. Charity, all that stuff, buy-in, yada, yada, yada. I got to go back and check what the poll ended up being, who ended up voting on that bad boy. And then we'll go through that. Outside of that, my man, nothing here major. Yeah, actually something real major. Season 3 of the Wise Words podcast is coming back. Wednesday, episode 1 is going to be live, 12 p.m. on YouTube, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you don't miss the drop. It'll be available on every major podcast directory after that, so make sure you stop by there as well. We are going to be recording that today, 2:30 Central our time, so I won't have the college basketball blog, so don't be on the lookout for that today. That'll be back Tuesday and Wednesday, not on Thursday, because then I'll be on Jeff Dawson's show at 1 p.m., the Midday Market Report, and then Mags will be on there on Friday for his starring, the second installment of the Windy City Review. Mags will be on there again at 1 p.m. on Friday, and then I will bring back the college basketball report on Friday as well. Hell of a UFC card this weekend. UFC 272, Covington against Masvidal. They just don't stop, my friends. We are in yeah, that's right. You had no idea, did you? We are in one of the best times of UFC right now. I'm surprised more people didn't like it when I tweeted it out yesterday, but it is absolutely one of the best stretches we have ever seen from the UFC. It is absolutely electric, so I'll do a special drop of the blog again on Friday night. Saturday morning, it will be available. Couple Joe on campus. Might be making some adjustments, some different things, so stay tuned for that, but as per usual, Saturday, 8:30 a.m. Central. And then other than that, if I missed anything, you want to find us on all of our socials, everything in between, just stop by talkingtheline.com, and you will literally see a link or a button or a tab for every single bit of content and platform that we are on, produce, or do. Partner, anything I missed?
No, I don't think so, dude. I think you checked just about every single box here.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Well, then it would seem time for the final segment of the day. My motivation minutes. All right, my friends, short and sweet to the point. You know the drill. Only a few more weeks that we'll be able to do this. Well, I mean, hey, we do sleep in May, so we got plenty of time yet. But still, only a little while left. We have, Jiminy Christmas, I had to scroll through today to find one of these. We have given out a bunch of John Wooden quotes every day during, or every Monday and Friday, rather, during the college basketball season. I dish out a new John Woodenism, if you're not familiar, and we'll get to the one today. So last week's was all about failure, kind of just stuck on that same track. The first one to start the week all the way through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday show. A little bit different this week. If you saw my tweet of the morning that I usually put out, little meme on it was a little mouse with a helmet on going for the cheese on top of the mouse trap, little don't give up next to it. Hey, I always find a way. So I thought kind of in correlation with that, find kind of a quote, and it was funny. My eyes kind of snapped right to this quote. So maybe that's all what we need to hear today is kind of that don't give up message. So without further ado, the John Wooden quote of the day, my friends, is it's not so important who starts the game, but rather who finishes it. It's not so important who starts the game, but rather who finishes it. And it's very, very, very important to realize this, that so many people fall out of the race. So many people want to talk that talk and want to walk that walk, but when it really comes down to doing it, they just simply can't. And at the end of the day, my friends, just keep going. Just keep going. I don't have much to say about this one. This is just straight up and to the point. It doesn't matter. And another point to this is it doesn't matter when you get in. Don't think that you're late. Don't think that, oh, I'm too old to chase this dream or passion, or I'm too young to chase this dream or passion, or oh, this ship has sailed. No, it hasn't. If it is scratching at you, I promise there is still time for you to go and itch it. I promise you. Promise you, or however you want to say it, it's still itching at you. Promise time to still go and scratch it. Either way, vice versa, it still works. Either way, what I know is that as long as you get up every single day and just give a little effort, stay disciplined, just stay confident, stay delusional, stay grateful, stay persistent, stay consistent. I mean, the consistent, persistent pursuit of your passion is, shout out Dave Meltzer. I think maybe it's not Dave Meltzer. Is that I always do that backwards. It is Dave Meltzer. Mendelsohn is our guy that we follow. Dave Meltzer. Yeah, shout out Dave Meltzer. The consistent, persistent pursuit of your passion. I mean, it's just so powerful. If you get down in the dumps, you get in a rut. Hey, I'm on the consistent, persistent pursuit, baby. The consistent, persistent pursuit. That's all it is. Maybe make that your mantra. I always talk about that too. My mantra: you are kind, you are smart, you are important. I mean, whatever you need to snap yourself back into that mindset that, yo, I'm in the race. I don't care what the hell else is going on. Ah, shit, somebody else got that promotion. Ah, fuck, they just got that opportunity. Who cares? Maybe they're not going to finish the race that you're on. Maybe your race is the only race that matters. Who knows? Who's to say? Who am I? I ain't got a clue. But what I know is that what I've learned in this life is that by living up by the legendary words of the great Jim Valvano, don't give up, don't ever give up, you find out some really cool shit in this life. And only those who are willing to go too far can possibly find out how far one can go. And I thought about this morning, and this is a Colt OG original, and I don't know, obviously it's, when I say it would be earth-shattering, but maybe it is. If not now, when? If not you, who? If not now, when? If not you, who? Period. You just going to stop? You just going to quit? You just going to walk away? If not now, when? If not you, who? Period. So my friends, I digress. Stop giving up. Stop having the I quit mentality. Stop having the I can't catch a break mentality. Fuck that. Own the day or the day owns you. Make the choice. Choose to tackle it. And choose to live by the legendary words of the great coach John Wooden. It's not so important who starts the game, but who finishes it. And that does it for my motivation minutes of the day.
Love it, man. Beautiful way to start the week, dude. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at it. What a guy, John Wooden, dude. You just lay down a quote, and that's all you need. But you can also dive into some perspective on it, dude, just and then have 10 different rabbit holes on. I love it.
I absolutely love it too, my man. That's why I started doing the Woodenisms Monday and Friday. I do my own shit on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I actually heard some stuff. Not some stuff. I was like live in prime time, only but a short request away from being able to conversate with him. Heard some Ice-T say some really, really powerful shit the other night. And I want to save those quotes. A little bit of a teaser though, but I heard him say two quotes that really kind of in correlation with this, but I want to kind of carry on this message of just chasing your dreams and passion and don't give up and stuff like that this week. But he said two quotes, man, that have really been sticking with me over the course of the last few days. So stay tuned. Motivation Minutes, couple of quotes from the legendary Ice-T. That's right, that Ice-T, baby. Outside of that, officially my Motivation Minutes of the day. Okay, that seems like episode number 233 of the TTL pod. It's time to get on up and get on out. But before we can do that, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide, for myself and Mags, thank you so much for choosing to stop by episode number 233 of the TTL pod, and every episode that you decide to stop by for that matter. Thank you for your likes, your views, your shares, your subscriptions, your retweets, your comments, everything in between. We see it, we see you guys, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts to keep showing up every new week, every new day, every single bit of content we do that we're allowed to show up and do for you guys, and we have the privilege to do for you guys. Thank you so much. It's because of you, and we appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time and for your energy and your kindness. We hope you have a spectacular rest of your Monday, unless you have any other plans. Make sure you get all of today's best bets hammered in from me and old buddy guy over there, the legendary Riley RMags to Riches Magnuson. From me, your host, Colton, Cap'n Colt Soroka. We hope, once again, you have a TERRIFIC day. And as per usual, let's cash some tickets.